Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Amy. Amy gives a monthly contribution, which I'll use for this video. You know, two of the most popular topics I've talked about on this channel are obviously baby boomers and my Pitidiot videos. And the Pitidiot ones get more and more popular every time I post one. And I've come to a new realization about you Pitidiots, about you pit bull people. Because I used to think it was ignorance of a problem about yourself that you didn't fully grasp, that you were projecting this power through these animals. And when these stories come up, that it's like you're an addict. It's like I'm trying to take your crack pipe away. But what I've come to realize as I read your comments over and over and over again, even a crackhead at some point comes to a realization that this is a problem. Even addicts come to a point, whether it be gambling or drugs or what have you, where this is a problem. They can see the evidence, maybe not in themselves, what it does. They know what they're doing is destructive. The gambling addict, the sex addict, the heroin addict, the alcoholic, cocaine, whatever it is, they all know it's a destructive behavior. And so do you. Because when you see story after story after story after story after story of child after child after child, after elderly, after adult, after whoever, after someone's pet, cat, dog, whoever, mauled to death, permanently scarred and injured by these animals, over and over and over again, you never learn. Why? Because you're not trying to learn. It's because you actually, somewhere deep down, you like it. You like watching these kids get hurt. As long as it's not your animal doing it, you like it because you know that fear. You depend on it. Because that lecture is more than just the lecture. The lecture is just low-grade taunting. As is most tactics in narcissism are just low-grade taunting meant to demoralize you. So it's not an instance of this is something you just don't understand about yourselves. No. You sickos actually depend on these animals mauling people, because if they don't maul people, what's the power in having the animal in the first place? There is none. So you have to depend on these dogs mauling children, killing old people, turning on their handlers. Otherwise, what would be the point of it? What would be the point of even owning them in the first place? What would be the point of the lecture? What would be the point of the taunt? If you're not taunting me that this is a breed, it's about the owner, not the breed, as it killed its who knows how many person, child, how many stories? Thousands of these stories. Thousands. Nope. Here they come every freaking time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many stories you read to them. They get off on it. That's the whole point. Because I'm convinced you people really do like it. It's not it's not a down. It's not a negative to these Pitidiots when these incidents happen. No, they're required. They have to happen. Otherwise, what is the point of the dog? Where would the power of owning it come from? Because if these were just normal dogs that weren't dangerous, they wouldn't want them in the first place. The comments, I mean, I'm enjoying watching them. I really am. It's some of you got some real problems. You got some real problems. And I'm convinced at this point that this isn't a matter of a lack of understanding or ignorance. You like it when it happens, because when it happens, it gives you the opportunity for the lecture. Otherwise, what would be the point of the power? What would be the point of it? Otherwise, there would be none. Now, that's not to say, those of you who have been around a long time and remember the beginnings of my channel, remember a video with narcissistic red flags, pets, specifically dogs, where I gave you my opinion on dog owners, on most dog owners. And I had nothing to do with pit bulls back then. It wasn't about pit bulls. It was just about dog owners in general and their narcissism and how they force their animals onto society, treating them like children, expecting you to treat them like children. The fake service, the emotional support dog bullshit epidemic that's been going on for years, okay, which isn't a real thing. It's not a real thing. It's not recognized. An emotional support dog is not a service dog, and you cannot force your emotional service dog into a building. You can't. There's a big difference. Your Pomeranian, okay, because you can't go have the IKEA meatballs without your Pomeranian sitting there, doesn't make it a service dog, okay? Because not everybody is a dog person. Not everybody wants to be around dogs. Some people are allergic to dogs. A service dog for a physical disability, blindness, MS, there are plenty of working service dogs. They're great. That's not what I'm talking about. You want to throw a service dog vest on a goddamn pit bull and bring it into Lowe's? No, it ain't happening, dude. It ain't happening. Oh, I'm emotionally bad. Well, what's your emotion? Well, if I'm away from my dog, I get afraid. Go away. Go bother someone else. It's just about, look, it's these dogs, and it's not about the dog I don't like. It's the owners. And it's not all dog owners. It's this specific type that just use their dogs to exert their will on society. Now, something I spoke about on the last video is how there's no pit bulls in my neighborhood. Great. But there's plenty of dog owners. The type of dog owner I can't stand. Now, again, I'm doing 6 miles, basically 6 miles on the riverwalk every day. Okay, the riverwalk is littered with dog owners. Just people and their dogs. All the exotic breeds. And I'll say this, okay? Yeah, there's no pit bulls. There's a lot of bad dog owners. First of all, something about rich people, certain people think they're too good to pick up dogs. Some people just don't give a shit. Other people I think they're too good to pick up their dog shit, or their dog is so special that it's a gift that I leave this here right on the path. So yeah, that's one. Another thing that will drive you insane. I'm gonna have to do a video out there to articulate this, because you'll be able to see it. We'll go out, and I'll stand at a busy section, and we'll count how many women, is mostly women, but yeah, how many women are pushing strollers, and we'll see that about 80% of those strollers have dogs in them. It is freaking, like, does anybody have babies? Is every stroller on here? And 80 might be generous. It might be like 90% of the strollers on the You barely see kids. You barely see babies in strollers. It's all freaking dogs. And they're there, you're trying, and they have to understand something. They've put up signs on the riverwalk to let the dog owners know, like there's like a hierarchy of, runners, walkers, hikers with bicyclists, okay, and then dog owners, and then people on dogs, okay. And I'm going to have to do a video on the cyclists sometime too. But there's very few bicycles on the path. Okay, why? Because the freaking dog owners and their strollers, okay, they'll just sit there. They'll take up the whole path. They won't pay attention. Or you'll get two people coming with their dogs. They got the leashes way out. They're blocking everybody. Everybody's like the runners, and we're trying to go. And here they are with their dogs. Oh, they're beautiful dogs. And everybody has to stop now for your dogs because they want to sniff each other's butts. Okay? And they think like everybody has to stop. Like, dude, you are blocking they don't care. They're blocking the entire path where people are going around them. People are like, and they're acting like we're the assholes. Like there's this one guy. Oh, I can't stand him. Oh, I want to just, I've been seeing him walk this dog, him and his, I call them humps because they're from Indianapolis. Obviously, they're from Indianapolis originally because all they wear is Colts gear, and they're typical Colts. So they're called. If you remember the old Deadspin and Kissing Susie Colbert website, anybody who's familiar with that, the old Colts fans were called fat humps because they all look the same. They all look like they had died. And this is these two. And I call them two fat humps. And here's the dog out on a 10-foot lead across every morning. Him and his wife just blocking the whole path. And they don't have a fucking, it's like, hump, move. It's like, you just move with this fucking hellhound. And I don't even know what, it's like some kind of mixed breed thing. Not a dangerous dog, but just no sense of respect for his environment. No sense of respect for what anybody else is doing other than themselves and their own freaking and their friggin' dogs. It's wild. So yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a pit bull for you to be a bad dog owner, to be a narcissistic dog owner, because there are plenty of narcissists that use these dogs as a means to impose their will on society, impose their will on everyone else. Everyone else has to stop and look at your dog and take it up, and it takes a dump, and you don't have to pick it up because, oh, he's so beautiful. I'm telling you, there is nothing more pathetic than watching these women push these dogs down in a stroller. Well, what's the point of having a dog if you're going to push it in a stroller like a baby? Oh my, and this is like this, I'm going to have to do a video from it. I'm going to have to. It's going to be funny. Like how many, and they all have the SSRI eyes, man. The ones pushing the stroller, they're like, and they got the SSRI eyes, the 1,000-yard stare. It's just like empty. Completely unaware of their environment, completely oblivious to anything around them. The world just revolves around them and their dog, and that's it. So, and I'm not big on dog owners either. And there's plenty of great dog owners. It's fine, people. Like I got neighbors, like I got these two little bulldogs up the block, the gay couple. They walk in and like they keep them on the leash and they're and they're great. They're great. They're respectful. You know, there's plenty of good dog owners in the neighborhood, but I'm telling you, there's so many bad ones. There's just so many bad ones. It's just their dogs aren't going to maul you to death, whereas the Pitidiots will. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Amy, for your monthly contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email link in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.